Let's try again. I did not have many scrap papers left. My floor is covered with paper. Little teeny scraps and stuff. This sort of went with that. My suitcases did not have anything that went near it. So I have the bigger version of this, and I think I'm going to use the color wheel part. But this paper was quite torn up when I took off my mistake. So I'm going to put a whole paper right over it, rather than try to take it off and risk ripping my, what's it called? My mat board. I'm going to cover the piece under it completely. I want this really adhered well because it's going to hold the spine. Well, it is the spine. It's going to hold the signatures. I have a piece of masking tape on here, and that is to mark 3/4 inch exactly, so I'll know where to adhere the book. And it's going to be adhered right here, right along that line. And I'm going to just let that dry for a minute and work on the other side. Now the other side, I have 1/2 inch masking tape there. There's no damage under there. All I had was that little bit of damage, but the spine will go here, so that would show a little bit when it's open. Let's do it the right direction this time. So I am going to put a little bit of Distress ink there, just to make it not so obvious. It'll just look dark. I don't think it'll show that it's a paintbrush or anything, but that will cover up the part that tore. Because remember, this was supposed to be 3/4 inch in, and I had it on the wrong side. So this was upside down on that side. Now it's going to go here. And I tore off as much of the paper I could that was adhered to that. And now I'm going to just use tacky glue. There's still even some stickiness from the double-sided tape I used. But I'm going to use tacky glue and only, since it's quite thick with my mistake. And I want to make sure this holds well. It's going right along there. I think I'll just put one line down there too. Okay. Let's see if we can do this the second time correctly. So I'm lying the spine next to the washi tape, and I'm pretty much lining it up to the bottom here. Might have a little spillage of glue. Open it up. Let's burnish that a little bit. Making sure it's straight. I do have a little bit of glue spillage there. Let's see. We'll take a baby wipe. Just wipe out any of that extra glue. This is a dry baby wipe. Okay, so there's our first side. I'm going to gently remove the masking tape, the painter's tape. And this is where that's supposed to be positioned. Now while we did that, originally I liked the color page, but I didn't have a lot of it. I was almost going to cut this in half and put it on the other side here, but this is so busy anyway, I don't think it'll matter. And it's not perfect. And once we get all the photos in, and here I'm going to put this little photo mat. I have a little card, and I made a little pocket, and I'm going to put that in there with a couple of photos also. Okay, let's go to the other side. Now the other side was over here and it only had a little bit of paper. And I'm still just going to use glue, tacky glue. And it's going to be 3/4 inch from the edge. Doesn't look straight, but I think that'll be all right. Okay, so I'm going to put tacky glue here on the back spine. And I'm a little nervous because this is damp. I'm going to take off. Yeah, I don't know if I should have put this on. I'm going to take this off before I glue it down. I think with the dampness underneath, I don't want any sticking onto the tape. But just sliding it in so the bottoms will be equal.